Hi, everybody. Welcome. Um, we so appreciate you coming out on a Tuesday night. We know you're all busy and there's a lot going on, so thank you for being here. But I also think it's one of my favorite events because this is the very visual definition of community. To see us all together, we're all do different great things, but we don't always have a chance to get together and celebrate that. But here you are, so it really means a lot to myself and the commissioners, and hopefully to all you to get to talk to one another. So I think I know a lot of you, but it's nice to always see new faces. So I'm Maureen McGuigan, the Director of Arts and Culture for Lackawanna County. We do a number of things. This is a big part of it, being able to give grants to our organizations and individuals. We also do events, like we're in the middle of planning the Scrantastic Spectacular with the full orchestra back this year. That'll be in July. And we also do workshops for artists. We do a lot of public art. So if you have any ideas, you can come and talk to us at our office. Always welcoming new visions for our community. So a couple of thank yous first. We're here in the beautiful Cultural Center. We love having the event here because it is one of the organizations we fund, and it is a gorgeous, unique building. So I'd like to thank Deb Peterson and her staff. John Cardoni is here. Craig is doing the sound. We have Kelly who's in here, but she helps us arrange it. Karen. There's so many people that make this building run. Pat does our technical work, so we just like to thank them. Yes, yeah. It's not easy to run a building of this size with all the types of events they do. Sterna's did our food. We love working with Kathy Gavin. She does a great job. We hope you enjoyed it. We do try to feed you, if nothing else. And like to thank Electric City Television, ECTV. Michael Lloyd's up there in the balcony. They do a lot for the county. Besides our governmental meetings, which are important, they also make sure a lot of cultural content gets out there. So actually, if you ever film something or have something, you are welcome to send it to them and they will air it. And it does reach, I think, about 80,000 households. So, so I'd like to thank some of our staff. Megan to my left and Elisa to her left are our dream team at the Arts and Culture Department. You've probably, oh wow, you got some fans. So they do a lot of hard work on making these programs happen, so I'm forever grateful to them. Chris Calvi could not join us tonight, but many of you probably, he's actually running his own event because he is now the director of the Trolley Museum, so he had to be down there, but he never fully gets away from our department. I think we're still always asking him. So if you want to visit the Trolley Museum, we encourage that. It's one of our great county-funded operations. We have a few other staff here. We have Pat McKenna, our communications director, who helps get the word out about a lot of this. Mark Cordelli, our community outreach director, is here, who talks to a lot of the communities. There he is in the back. Also, Angela Rempe Jones is here. I have to say, one thing I've always wanted to do is I've become a county government nerd, and I'm embarrassed for all the years I didn't realize how much counties do before I worked here. And I'm very proud of all our departments. So the reason you get your checks is because we have an awesome controllers, finance, and treasury office. So I don't think they always get the shout outs in the public, but we would not function without them. So I'm so happy Angela could join us tonight. So I want to do more to showcase how county government works. Let's see. So basically, I don't know if Sandy Longo was able to make it. She's our new Lackawanna County Library Director. I know she's had some things been going on, but she and I have been talking a lot about the arts and humanities. And I usually always have a quote when I come here to speak to you. But Sandy had said something the other day in a staff meeting that was just really beautiful. Arts, humanities, culture is the why. It's the why we exist. It's the why we thrive. It's why life has meaning. So, and I just love that because sometimes, you know, in a world people might not understand why would a government invest in the arts, but I think we take care of our people as county governments, and I think taking care of your people also means supporting their why, because art is so many things. It's so many things it's almost hard to put into a definition because yes, it's opera and ballet, which I love, but it's also, you know, festivals and video games. Like art is in our DNA, so it is the why. So I wanted to say that because that's been a conversation that's been happening, and I love that our director of our library system had said that, and I told her I was going to steal it, but I'm giving her credit, so you can tell her I did not steal it. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the main reason we are here. I do first want to say that unfortunately this year we recently lost one of our amazing arts leaders, Liz Bohan, who was integral to the Fringe Festival. She was a co-founder, but she also did so much. She was on the library board. She was on the Lackawanna County Disability Commission. She just was a true arts advocate and supporter. She lived and breathed arts and community, and it was so devastating, but she's here with us in spirit. I can still see her smile and her laughter and her just passion for making things happen. So I just wanted to take a moment of silence to remember Liz, and her legacy will never be forgotten. So thank you. So now we're going to hear, as you kind of heard me hint at, investment in the arts is very important, and we are very lucky in Lackawanna County to have continued commissioners who support this and see the value of it economically, community-wise, and just again, for that why. So I think it's always important. I'm so glad that's why you all made an effort to come out here and share this great thing we have in Lackawanna County. We are the only county in Pennsylvania who invests tax dollars into the arts, but we get so much more back from that from our investment. So I'm excited to have two commissioners here tonight, Chris Schermack and Bill Gaughan, and they're going to say a few words about why they believe in investing in arts, culture, and humanities.
Thank you. Well, welcome, everyone. Guess that's not nailed to the floor. First, congratulations to everybody here tonight that Maureen was able to, it's a rigorous thing that she has to do to figure out who's going to get these grants and how she's going to divvy up the money that she has. So she takes that job very seriously. And so I would like to give a big hand to Maureen and to Megan and Elisa for all that they do. So I think Elisa wants to say a few words. All right, I'll let you go. But anyway, I appreciate all that everyone does. It just contributes so much to our area here, and just makes it such a better place to live. And it's great. And I've been a proponent of this for, this is coming on my 6th year as a commissioner. So, I appreciate what Maureen does and what all you do, and just to make our area so much nicer. So, thank you, and again, congratulations, and on with the checks soon here. Thank you.
Well, this is a great night, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bill Gaughan, and I am a Lackawanna County Commissioner. It's a great night for me personally because I get to hand checks out instead of asking people for money. It's been a long year. But it is a true honor to be with you tonight as we celebrate something that lies at the very heart of Lackawanna County, and that is our vibrant, growing, and essential arts and culture community. Arts and culture are not extras. They are not luxuries. They are necessities for a thriving society. They give our community its spirit, its creativity, and its soul. From the murals on our streets, to the music in our parks, to the performances that grace our stages, the arts remind us who we are, where we've been, and where we dare to go. President John F. Kennedy once said, "The life of the arts, far from being an interruption, a distraction in the life of a nation, is very close to the center of a nation's purpose and is a test of the quality of a nation's civilization." Those words ring true tonight, especially here in Lackawanna County. So tonight, as we award these grants, we are not just funding projects or programs, we are investing in our shared humanity. We are reaffirming that the spirit of creativity must live in our schools, our neighborhoods, and our public spaces. We are building a county where every single resident, young and old, can find inspiration and expression. So thank you to all the artists, the dreamers, and the doers who make Lackawanna County a more beautiful, thoughtful, and hopeful place to call home. And of course, we have to thank Maureen McGuigan and the staff here at Lackawanna County for all the work that they do. And the work that you do truly uplifts us all, especially in the times that we are in. Thank you.
I also want to say we always like to showcase our local talent, and we have Dan and Denise, who are your musicians tonight, and they're going to do the little interlude for us between our grants. Just two more things. Commissioner Gahn, or I think both referenced our process for reviewing these grants. So you should be very proud of yourselves because we do have a panel. So I believe there's some panelists here tonight, but we always thank them for their service in reviewing these applications and make sure we're investing in really great projects. If anybody's interested in being a panelist, we are always looking for, we do feed you well, volunteer panelists. So you can talk to me about that. The other thing I just wanted to mention was the Shelter for All project you may have seen in the hallway. So you heard me talk a little bit about county, so it's a birdhouse, counties and taking care of our people and, making sure everybody has a chance to participate in the cultural landscape. So we have an Arts Engaged task force made up of county departments and some other nonprofits, and we are working on a community-wide project that is multifaceted. So it's really about home, what is home to you, but we're also looking at our ecology, what are our native birds, and what does that mean, and how can we take advantage of the beautiful place we live in, but also think about what it means to have a home. So if you follow our Facebook page, Lackawanna County Arts and Culture Department, we have constant events going on around that theme, and we are also letting people, we're providing free birdhouses for you to paint and then bring them back, and they will be displayed at the wonderful Everhart Museum. I know we have Tim Holmes here tonight. We also are able to fund them. Great organization doing a lot of wonderful stuff. So this will be displayed in the fall in a really cool structure so people can come in and see their birdhouse on display. But we also have a lot of others. So there is information. So if you do want to be part of the project, you can request these birdhouses. So just wanted to mention that. And I think with that, I've gotten everything. Now this is the fun part. So we have two different grants we're announcing tonight. One, we're going to start with our project grants, which is anybody can apply for those up to $3,000. And it's really awesome. When I started, we'd only get about 25, 30. Now this year we had over 60 grant applications, which tells me that arts is alive and well in Lackawanna County. So so we're going to call you up. I'm going to shake hands and get your check, and I'm going to describe your project. So, and then hopefully in the near future, we'll be sending out a list of all these great things that are going on with the dates. So the first, and these ones are not in any particular order, but we have two special, well, the first two are part of public art community grants. So they're a little bit different. If you have a public outdoor sculpture or mural, you can apply for this part of the community project grant. So we have two of those tonight. The first one is Eric Bussert, who I know is here. I saw him earlier, for his elephant mural on Lackawanna Avenue. You may have seen the article in the paper recently. Was Eric? Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I didn't. Thank you. And the other great projects takes us up to another end of the county, and I love this. They've been working on this. They do several, is Archbold Veterans Monument Park. I know that Bobby and Steven, the artist, are here. So they are doing this is their third sculpture, I believe, in a series honoring veterans, and they're all really beautiful and unique. So if you just want to come up I think I saw Karina before from Alpacas of Windy Farms, who many of you may be aware of. They always are at our winter market. And they are receiving funding to do art programs on their alpaca farm for persons in recovery. So thank you for your work. James Barrett is here. He is getting a grant for a relatively new event that has taken off, the Good Things Are Happening Festival at the Iron Furnaces, which will be held in September. Forgive me if I mispronounce this next one, but the Gaddon Sharsta, is Melissa Russo here? Gaddon Sharsta Cultural Foundation has worked hard to bring in a tour of Tibetan monks featuring art and lectures and ceremonies around that culture. So, thank you. Julie Estee is receiving a grant. Oh, wow. She needs no introduction. She does a very popular Dunmore Cemetery tour. The Marywood University STARS program is a program that helps Latinx middle school and high schoolers, and they are receiving funding for an arts camp. The Electric City Steel Drum Project, you might have seen them play at La Festa, and they do lessons, I believe it's still over in the mall, I think. So they are doing classes with some, so if you want to play the steel drums, you can talk to that woman right there. Sorry. New Vintage Ensemble is here. They're receiving funding for the Space Salons, a very interesting multidisciplinary performances and salon-style discussions on the art. So that sounds really cool. I'm definitely going to have to attend that. Gather Archibalds is a series of community workshops. They've been doing great work up there, and this one is focusing on intergenerational arts and culture workshops. I think Kaylee is here. We're going to stay up in Archibald for a minute, and the historical restoration of a gravity railroad car, the Gravity Slope, I'm totally messing this up. Is it the Gravity Slope Association? But they're doing great work, so we're glad you're here. What? Oh, thank you. Right. There was a small error. So thank you for the work you do. This is one of our new grantees. This is, Temple has said, Crossing Boundaries, Yiddish and the Journey Across Borders, Genders, and Identity. So this will be public oh, he's got fans too. No, thank you. This will be multidisciplinary cultural programs on Jewish culture and stories, and so we're excited about that. Congratulations. I know the Women from Arts Thrive are here in full force. That's a June festival about the arts held up in Carbondale. Amy Belcher is receiving funding from Arabesque. She's been doing a lot of dance performances with local historical themes, so it's very. Diva Theater is receiving a grant for a production of Mothers and Sons, a Tony Award-winning Broadway play that explores LGBTQ issues. I see our greenhouse folks are here, and I don't know if Farm Arts Collective is receiving a grant for Queer Woods and Decompositions, 2 performances focusing on, oh, there you are, there's Jess. Oh, thank you, I didn't see there, yeah. They do great work, and this will be on food, ecology, and environmentalism, so. This is sort of related. Our next grantee, well, there's 2 of them actually that worked on this project. I mentioned the Everhart, so you do need to get up and see this exhibit. It is up. John Bromberg is here with Samuel Green for their project, A New Path to the Waterfall, which is just incredible. It's up, I saw it, it's up at June 28th. Sam does these wonderful paper caves, and well, John is a longtime legend. I don't need to, So yeah, do get up there. You don't have an excuse, it's up till June. And the Everhart is doing amazing things. Tim is here, so you can get him after this and find out everything. Our next grantee is Camp Create. Michaela Moore, it's a summer arts camp for children with special needs at the Waverly Community Center. Oh, and it's Amy is Michaela's partner on the project, and that's her husband, Steve, who's also an artist. So we're all connected here in Northeastern PA. Rebecca Daniels is receiving a grant for pop-up photography workshops, where she goes out into the community and takes photos. Maybe Rebecca couldn't make it. Let's hear. Frank Gorel is here, though, from Moscow Clayworks, another... I did see him, right, Frank? Oh, there you are. Okay. Frank is up in our North Pocono region with Moscow Clayworks, so he's receiving funding for community pottery classes. Rich Howells, is he here? Oh, there he is. If you don't know Rich, he's one of the hardest working people promoting the arts, and he's so humble. I'm so glad we're actually able to give him money. This is for his NEPA Scene Arts podcast, and we're just really lucky. I mean, he does promote the arts a lot, so thank you, Rich. I'm glad we can fund you. St. Joseph Center is receiving funding for summer arts programs for adults with intellectual disabilities. I guess, sorry. I think the Giving Back to the Community people are here, correct, for the Latin Festival, which we're really excited about. This will be this summer. Oh, there you are. So it's exciting to add to our cultural festivals here in Northeastern PA. Thank you. Simone Daniels is next. She is getting funding for a short original film exploring how women deal with hostile work issues. Is she not here? Oh, okay. That's all right. She does a lot with the Fringe, though. We're happy to support her. She wasn't able to make it. Amy Garrick from Carbondale Concerts. That's one that we're really happy to support. I know Amy's here. I always talk about leadership, and it's so great. Amy had applied a few years ago to start a concert series in Carbondale. So that's why I say if anybody you know or you have an idea, please come and talk to us, because that's it. You know, it's nice to invest, but it takes people doing things to make them happen. So, Bill Carter from the Presby Bop Quartet, he's receiving funding. Bill's not here? I thought he said. Okay, all right. PA Jazz Alliance, the Jazz Nutcracker. I know Sarah is here. I think I saw her. This is the yearly performance in December of the jazz version of the Nutcracker and music. There she is. Sorry. There's so many of you, it's hard to see. So we are having this ceremony a little late this year, but so some of these projects have already happened, which is great, meaning we kicked off the year with great art projects. So Brian McGurl received an award for Shadow of a Gunman that I heard was just fabulously. I was out of town. Youth Arts Coalition is a relatively new youth group in Westside that does amazing stuff. They're receiving funding for, Pat is also on the board, for youth music lessons. And Maggie O'Brien, I know, I just saw her, didn't get a chance to say hi. She's receiving an award for, some of you have lots of big fans. I should wait till the applause dies down. Murder on the Laurel Line. You always have to mess with me. This is an original play that will be staged at the Trolley Museum. Covenant Presbyterian Church is receiving an award for free public concerts at the church. We do have somebody here. I should have said they are in Scranton and they do a beautiful job. They have amazing musicians come in to do free Wally Gordon Singers is another community group, is receiving, who also does community concerts. I know Trinka is here and her Spring Hill Farms Art Retreat folks, which they were funded last year, but it's really cool if you're an artist up in Spring Hill Farms in beautiful Dalton. They are running a retreat center, workshops for artists. Scranton Municipal Recreation Authority for, I think, our beloved NAOG concerts. A lot of people attend those throughout the summer. I don't know if Tom Welby was supposed to be here. Maybe he couldn't make it. It's okay. Jeff Bohm is here. He is one of our local playwrights, and he is receiving funding to produce The Judas Sheep at the Diva Theater. Abington Heights Civic Dance League is receiving funding for a series of holiday dance performance. Thank you. This is another new applicant, Ryan Cornelius, of Battle of the Bards, which is a fun project. People write a play pretty quickly. His next one is going to be June 1st. So again, we'll make sure to get the word out about these different. Jay, I'm sorry. I know initials are important. At least I pronounced it right. And Kelly, okay. Hospice of the Sacred Heart for Camp Healing Arts, which uses the arts to help children deal with loss. Lori Cadden is sauntering over. This is another new applicant, Dixon City. Borough of Dixon City is working with the Girl Scout art program to do an exhibit, a community workshops and exhibits. So I don't know if anybody's here from there, but okay. The Wright Center is receiving funding for art activities at organizations throughout the county. It's called Developing a Sense of Belonging and Connection Through Art. Indraloka Animal Sanctuary is receiving funding for Tibetan Mandela workshops, and they're actually partnering with the Wright Center and the Tibetan Monk Tour. So, Valerie Rigi of the Ringgold Band is receiving funding to do free big band concerts around the county. I thought she was here. I know Gerard is here from NeighborWorks, which is one of our which is also partnering with us on the Birdhouse Project. So they are receiving funding to do artist holiday window painting on local businesses in West Scranton. So. Go to the North Pocono side of the county again for the Elmhurst Township, for Roaring Brook Fire Company picnic concerts for that their fireman's picnic. I cannot think of the word, so I'm not going to do so. We have two Moscows in a row. Lisa Duffy, is she here? She is here. Good. This is for environmental arts activities at the Moscow Fair. The Hope Horn Gallery, I know, has a trio of people here for their exhibit, The Fine Art Images of the Anthracite Coal Industry in Northeastern Pennsylvania. So the Hope Horn Gallery is located at the University of Scranton. So this is one of the projects that has happened, but I can attest it was a really big success, as Janine Luby is one of our local artists. So Janine is very passionate about keeping the environment clean. She partnered with the AFA Gallery, and we cleaned up, and artists took trash and made art out of them. They were really incredible. So I attended that. And finally, unless hopefully I didn't forget, is Abington Recreation Board for their Lakeside Summer Concerts series in the summer. So. Oh, there she is. Okay. So, we're going to move on to our program grants. So these grants are for established nonprofits that have been around for a while, or are 501c3s. So this is a whole different process. So again, we have a panel process that reviews that. I also forgot to mention earlier, I have a great staff, but we also don't do this alone because we have a great arts council. Our Arts Culture and Education Council helps us with many facets of what we do. And a big part of that is making sure we have a transparent and equitable grant process. So We spent a lot of time last year with the Grants Committee revamping some of our applications. So I'm really thankful for all the work they do. I know Catherine Cullen is here, Stephanie Colarusso. I'm so sorry if there's other of you out in the audience, but I am really grateful for the work that this council does. So I just did want to mention that. Now these happen to be in alphabetical order. So if you don't hear your name to the end, that's just because you begin with the letter U or something. So our first awardee under this funding stream is the Abington Business Abington Business and Professional Association for the Clark Summit Ice Festival that I'm sure many of you have attended. Which obviously that has happened since it was 80 degrees today. So, but we all know it's a long-standing event. Actors Circle, one of our local theater groups over there in Providence. Thank you. The Anthracite Heritage Museum. I don't know if anybody is. Arcadia Corral, one of our, I know. Thank you, Lou. Good to see you. Thank you for Artists for Art Gallery. I know Teresa here. AFA Gallery. We have wonderful, and I guess they have you have a new exhibit. Oh, the birds will be coming, not the birds, never mind, don't listen to me. The Recycled Art Show is ending, but there'll be something great in May. Arts at First Presbyterian Church, another great concert series. Ballet Theater of Scranton. Joanne is hardworking over, they have their spring ballet this Friday, so if you're looking for something nice to do. We have names here. Boys and Girls Club of Northeastern PA does arts activities for the students that come to their center. Broadway Theater League, of course, that performs in this beautiful building. And this is one of our newer events that's taking place now that has a big success, the Carbondale Festival. So we have folks from there. No, oh, there they are. I knew there were a bunch of aliens here, so I don't know. Congratulations. Keystone College Performance Group. I don't know if there is somebody here. Another concert series. La Festa. I don't know if we usually have somebody here. Lackawanna County Heritage Fair people are here, I know. That's coming up. That's right around the corner in June. Lackawanna Heritage Valley receives funding for their Santa train. That's always a good event. Thanks, April. The Lackawanna Historical Society does a lot of great stuff, of course. Here's Mary Ann. Thank you, Marianne, for all you do. The Lackawanna River Conservation Association gets funding for their Canoe Fest. We provide a lot of funding for the music. So I don't know if... The NEIU is 19 is a new recipient, but they've been doing great work for a long time. So this is for their summer their theater program, The Armature. I know Catherine and Liz are here. Yeah. Thank you, Liz. So the next award goes to the Philharmonic, and I do want to give a special shout out because they have a new amazing director. If you hadn't had a chance to meet Chasen, he's hit the ground running, literally. I don't know when you sleep. So we are excited. As I said, we'll have the full orchestra back this summer, so I think we're really lucky to have Chasen in our community. The North Pocono Cultural Society. They do a number of art programs up that way. Our other Italian festival, the St. Ubaldo Society up in Jessup, is receiving an award for their Scranton Civic Ballet is another one of our wonderful dance companies. Scranton Fringe folks I know are here. Thank you. Scranton Jazz Festival, which is, we're excited. That's going to be August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and we'll also be dedicating a new mural that the county's doing as well. I think Sarah's here, right? Yeah. I know Sarah anyway. Scranton Music Association, they get funding. They send musicians all over the county to nursing homes and parks and different venues. Thank you. Scranton Shakespeare Festival, which does great work all year long. Thank you. Our Scranton Tomorrow Mural Arts Program receives funding for their, Leslie is here. Thank you, Leslie. We've had 2 Italians. Now we have the St. Patrick's Day Parade. They receive funding from us. Can't forget about the Irish. So obviously that already happened, but that's always a big success. Snowforge, they have really turned into a great holiday event every December, so we're happy to fund them. There's also a summer music festival that's a weekly series of musicians at the Scranton Farmers Market, so that's kind of nice, and Doug Smith is here for that. The ARC is receiving funding through this stream for the first time for their theater workshops for adults with intellectual disabilities. So, I'm laughing because I have gone out of alphabetical order now because the next group is Catholic Choral Society. So we're happy to fund them. They're a longstanding choral group who always sings at our tree lighting. So we're always happy to work with them. Thank you. Center for the Living City is a group that, if you're not familiar with, they do a lot of great programs on revitalization, urban planning. They do the Jane Jacobs Observe Festival. Choral Society of Northeastern PA receives funding for us. So I gave a nod to the greenhouse folks before because that's where the Farm Arts Collective play is taking place, but they also do a lot of amazing stuff on their own. So they are receiving funding for their ongoing various art programs. So Jane Reese is here. Lyric Consort is a Thank you. The Waverly Community House. They do many programs. They just had their film festival. And the United Neighborhood Centers of Northeastern PA they do Illumination Arts, which is a series of year-long after-school arts programs for youth. Thank you for that. The music was really great. Yeah. So, and again, you heard me say before, but we also have the honor of funding this beautiful facility and the programming they do, the Cultural Center and the Everhart Museum and also the library. So you can see that was quite a lot of, you can never be bored in Lackawanna County. So I always tell people that. I don't want to hear it because there's not enough hours in the day for me to be you could literally be out every night. So I think that's great. I appreciate you all being here and able to celebrate all of the arts in our county. I love this event because when you see everybody together and when you hear the 40-minute long list of what's going on, and again, we're very lucky to have the support, but we're also lucky to have all of you. I don't want that to be lost, that it takes all of you and many others to make this county so thriving. So that concludes our program. Feel free to stick around and talk. And again, if you have an idea or you know somebody, come and talk to us, and we'll get out to see a lot of this great stuff. Thank you.